Hi, I'm Tom Barber. I'm here to talk to you about the Bendix Fusion Collision Mitigation System, alerts and interventions that may occur in different situations when you're behind the wheel. We'll review Fusion with the Pedestrian Autonomous Emergency Braking, or PAEB feature on this international MV. The essence of Fusion is simple. It uses information from the vehicle's camera, radar, brake controller, and more, which means additional opportunities for cross-checking. Multiple information sources allow the Fusion system to assess the situation and possibly assist you to mitigate a potential forward collision while minimizing false alerts. Now keep in mind that Fusion is a driver assistance technology, not a driver replacement technology. You, the driver, are always in control. Bendix safety technologies complement safe driving practices. No commercial vehicle safety technology replaces a skilled, alert driver exercising safe driving techniques and proactive, comprehensive driver training. Never wait for the system to intervene. Responsibility for the safe operation of the vehicle remains with the driver at all times. As you view this video, please keep in mind that all demonstrations portrayed here were performed under controlled circumstances and should not be considered a representation or a guarantee of product performance in real-world scenarios. The latest version of Fusion, Fusion 3.1, has several differences from previous generations. First, this version of Fusion has 3 new features: Pedestrian Autonomous Emergency Braking, Pedestrian Brake Hold, and High Beam Assist. The Fusion system also uses a new camera, the FLC25. What makes it different? This camera allows the Pedestrian Autonomous Emergency Braking feature to potentially alert and brake undetected pedestrians in certain situations. The camera also allows for Pedestrian Brake Hold, a feature that may prevent the vehicle from moving forward if a pedestrian is detected in the path of the vehicle after the driver has brought the vehicle to a stop. With the new camera, it is also possible you may notice differences in how the traditional Fusion system features, like autonomous emergency braking, lane departure warning, overspeed alert and action, and highway departure warning and/or braking operate. In addition, when enabled by the driver, the optional high beam assist feature may automatically turn the high beam headlights off and back on in certain situations. We'll talk more about these 3 new features in a few minutes. This generation of Fusion can read most roadside speed limit signs in the United States and Canada, and is capable of audible and visual alerts. It may also dethrottle the engine under an overspeed alert and action circumstance. And finally, this version of Fusion 3.1 is not equipped with stationary object alert. This means that if the system cannot recognize an object as a detected forward vehicle, it will not provide an alert. Remember that being aware when you're behind the wheel is critical. Fusion is a driver assistance technology, not a driver replacement technology. You are responsible for the safe operation of your vehicle at all times. Never wait for the system to intervene.
Now that we're in the truck, before demonstrating some of the features of the Bendix Fusion system, let's talk about the dash display we're using. This is International's premium gauge cluster, where you'll receive alerts and information from the Fusion Collision Mitigation System. Let's have a look at the alerts and interventions that you may experience with the Bendix Fusion system. Many of these features are operational whether your cruise is on and set or not. To help increase your awareness, we'll mention the areas where a Fusion feature is only available in cruise control. The Fusion system features audible and visual following distance alerts that may let you know when your vehicle is within the alert range of the detected forward vehicle. Here's our first alert, the close alert, with the yellow dash alert and audible beeping. The second alert, or the closer alert, with the yellow dash alert and faster audible beeping. And if we continue moving towards the detected forward vehicle, we may potentially get an impact alert and collision mitigation braking. This is the most severe alert because the system is telling you that a collision with the detected forward vehicle is likely and you should take immediate action. If you do not act, the Fusion system may reduce throttle and apply the brakes, if needed, to potentially help mitigate the forward collision. If you do intervene and apply the brakes but the distance to the forward vehicle continues to decrease, you may get an impact alert and collision mitigation braking. If, after a fusion system intervention, your truck comes to a full stop, the service brakes will hold the vehicle at a stop until you intervene. While paying attention to your surroundings, you should always maintain a safe following distance and a slow approach speed to the forward vehicle. At low vehicle speeds, the Fusion 3.1 system may react to a detected pedestrian in the vehicle path and may provide an audible and visual alert. This is the Pedestrian Autonomous Emergency Braking feature in action. If the situation that caused the PAEB alert is not addressed, the alert will continue and the Bendix Fusion system may apply the brakes to potentially help mitigate the collision. It's important to note that the Fusion system can only detect pedestrians in the vehicle's path and that pedestrians may not be instantly detectable. If after a Fusion system intervention, your truck comes to a full stop, the service brakes will hold the vehicle at a stop until you intervene. The purpose of the pedestrian brake hold is to help prevent the vehicle from moving forward when a detected pedestrian is in the path of the vehicle after a driver has brought the vehicle to a stop. This feature becomes active when the vehicle is stationary but not parked. If a pedestrian is detected in the vehicle's path and the brake pedal is not depressed, the system may display a visual or audible warning, and the service brakes may hold the vehicle at a stop. In addition, the accelerator pedal input by the driver will be suppressed while a detected pedestrian is in the path of the vehicle. When you're behind the wheel and enable the optional high beam assist feature, the Fusion 3.1 system may automatically deactivate and reactivate the high beam headlights in certain situations, offering convenience for you and others on the road. When the headlights of an oncoming vehicle are detected, or the taillights of a forward vehicle, Fusion's high beam assist feature may turn off the high beam headlights. When the vehicle has passed or the forward vehicle is no longer visible, your truck's high beam headlights will automatically be reactivated after a delay. Always remember, responsibility for the safe operation of the vehicle remains with the driver at all times. When driving, you must always monitor the situation and take action by switching the high beam headlights manually, if necessary, to avoid annoyance or risk for any traffic participant.
A number of variables may impact high beam assist operation, and driver intervention may be necessary. Those variables may include unusual lighting or adverse weather conditions like dense fog, heavy precipitation, as well as tight curves, hilltops, depressions, or intersections.
If you're driving on the road and the Fusion system detects a potential collision with a detected stationary vehicle in your lane of travel, the system may sound an audible alert. And if you do not act to address the potential collision, Fusion may reduce the throttle and automatically apply up to full service brakes to potentially help mitigate the collision. If, after a Fusion system intervention, your truck comes to a full stop, the service brakes will hold the vehicle at a stop until you intervene.
Just to reiterate, Fusion 3.1 may only respond to detected forward vehicles. It does not respond to stationary objects. Fusion will not slow the truck or provide an alert as it approaches stationary objects.
Once a collision mitigation braking event begins, and you attempt to steer into an adjacent lane to avoid a potential impact with the detected forward vehicle, Fusion's multi-lane autonomous emergency braking feature may continue to apply the vehicle brakes and sound an alert when it detects a potential collision in the new lane of travel. Here again, if after a Fusion system intervention the truck comes to a full stop, service brakes will hold the vehicle at a stop until you intervene. If there is no detected potential collision risk in the lane you steer into, system intervention will stop. Lane departure warning may warn you if your vehicle unintentionally departs its lane or you change lanes without using a turn signal. The system may generate an audible rumble-like strip sound and a visual alert on the dash to help get your attention. If you use your turn signal to indicate your intent to make the lane change, the alert is suppressed and no audible or visual alerts will activate. Bear in mind that the lane departure feature of the Fusion system needs clear lane markings for optimal operation. If the lane lines are faded or hard to see, the system may not deliver alerts. Here's what I mean. Sometimes in a construction zone, the lane markings may be poorly marked or inconsistent. This can, at times, lead to excessive alerts from the lane departure warning system. So what do? With the lane departure warning switch, you can suppress the audible and visual lane departure warnings for about 15 minutes by pressing the top of the switch. To suppress only the audible alerts for the remainder of the key cycle, you can push International's optional mute switch, which is the bottom half of the switch. Visual alerts will still be active. Please note, this switch will also simultaneously suppress the highway departure warning and braking features on your truck. Highway departure warning and braking may provide an audible and visual alert if the system determines your truck has unintentionally left the roadway. If this alert is sounded, you should immediately act and correct the vehicle path into the proper lane position. If the situation that caused the highway departure warning is not addressed, the alert will continue and the Fusion system may apply the brakes to assist in reducing your truck's speed. In some circumstances, the system may be capable of reducing your vehicle's speed to a full stop. If after a Fusion system intervention your truck comes to a full stop, the service brakes will hold the vehicle at a stop until you intervene. Remember, as the driver, you may override the system activation at any time. You may steer, apply the service brakes, or apply full throttle as needed. Bendix Fusion also features adaptive cruise control, or what we call active cruise with braking, or ACB. When cruise control is on and your vehicle speed is set, the system may intervene not only to maintain the cruise control set speed, but may also potentially intervene to maintain a set following distance behind the moving detected forward vehicle. The system may provide alerts and braking if a potential collision with the detected forward vehicle is likely. If another vehicle cuts in between you and the vehicle you are following, it may become the new detected forward vehicle. If this new detected forward vehicle then slows below your truck's set cruise control speed, the Fusion system may automatically dethrottle or activate the engine retarder, or if necessary, apply the service brakes. If equipped, you can use International's distance control button on the steering wheel to change the following distance settings for your vehicle. You can override an ACB system intervention by applying the accelerator pedal. ACB will be overridden until the accelerator is released. Then ACB will resume the original set speed and distance control automatically. At any time, you can step on the brake pedal or turn active cruise with braking off via the switch to cancel the ACB feature. Now, after an ACB braking event that does not bring the vehicle to a stop, if the detected forward vehicle accelerates, the Fusion system's ACB feature may automatically resume your vehicle back to the cruise control set speed. Fusion will do this while still attempting to maintain the set following distance with the detected forward vehicle. This auto-resume functionality may reduce the number of times you need to reset the cruise control and is one more way the system may help reduce fatigue when you're behind the wheel. Fusion with ACB Stop and Auto Go is available only on select International powertrains. This optional feature may automatically re-engage cruise control after an ACB stop, as long as the detected forward vehicle moves ahead within a few seconds and a pedestrian is not detected between the front of your truck and the detected forward vehicle. Your truck will automatically accelerate to the previous set cruise control speed, or the speed of the detected forward vehicle, whichever is lower, and also may help maintain the set following distance between your truck and that vehicle. This feature, ACB, or active cruise with braking, is only available when the cruise is on and set. When a vehicle comes to a complete stop in ACB and the system detects a pedestrian between your truck and the detected forward vehicle, the ACB feature will cancel, and the service brakes will hold the vehicle to stop until you intervene. It is crucial to remember the Fusion system can only detect pedestrians in the vehicle's path, and pedestrians may not be instantly recognizable. With Fusion's optional ACB Stop and Driver Go feature, if a detected vehicle slows to a stop, the system may automatically dethrottle the engine, activate the engine retarder, and apply the service brakes to bring your vehicle to a full stop. If no pedestrian is detected, you, the driver, can then resume ACB by pressing down on the throttle. The vehicle will accelerate back up to the previous ACB set speed while maintaining the distance between your truck and the forward detected vehicle. If you do not press the accelerator, the service brakes will hold the vehicle to stop until you intervene. Next up is the Overspeed Alert in Action feature. The camera can read most roadside speed limit signs in the United States and Canada. If you are going faster than 5 miles per hour over the posted speed limit, the system may give an audible and visual alert. At 10 miles per hour over the posted speed limit, you may get the alerts and experience a haptic warning through a 1-second dethrottle. It's important to remember that the Overspeed Alert in Action feature does not apply your vehicle's brakes. Driver assistance systems, like Bendix Fusion, can warn and automatically intervene in some situations to assist the driver. Since each situation is different and all driver assistance systems have limitations, including Bendix Fusion, in some cases you may get little or no system alert or vehicle braking. Let's look at a few of these challenging scenarios. We'll start with a stationary vehicle that is offset, rotated, or not completely in the truck's lane of travel. In this scenario, the stationary vehicle may not be detected or trigger a reaction by the Fusion system. Keep in mind that a stationary forward vehicle that is not recognized as a detected forward vehicle by the Fusion system may result in little to no alert and/or vehicle braking. Low light or limited visibility conditions may impact the camera's ability to recognize a forward vehicle in the lane ahead. Next, the bright headlights of an oncoming vehicle or other environmental conditions can also impact the camera's ability to detect a forward vehicle. Direct sunlight into the camera, such as driving west at sunset, may also affect the camera's ability to detect a stationary vehicle in the lane ahead. When driving through curves, the Fusion system may detect and react to vehicles in adjacent lanes. The system also may not recognize detected forward vehicles as in-lane depending on road curvature, and/or may react late to in-lane vehicles within a curve. Keep in mind, as the driver, you may override the system activation at any time. You may steer, apply the service brakes, or apply the throttle as needed. We'll wrap up with this example of a challenging scenario. The higher difference in speed between your truck and the detected forward vehicle, the less time the system has to detect and react. High speed differences may result in little to no system alert and/or braking. Since traffic, weather, or other road conditions may change without notice, the Fusion system is still here to help you where possible. Safe driving and safe driving practices are critical. Never wait for the system to intervene. Responsibility for the safe operation of the vehicle remains with you at all times. Remember that a variety of variables can impact the performance of any driver assistance system. Some variables may include slick roads, poor lane markings, inclement weather, brake types and condition, and tire tread. These demonstrations portrayed in this video were performed under controlled circumstances and should not be considered a representation or guarantee of product performance in real-world scenarios. If you decide to steer to avoid a potential collision, the Bendix ESP Full Stability System, the foundation upon which Fusion is built, may intervene with automatic braking, if necessary, to help maintain stability during a potential rollover or loss of control event. Remember, this is a driver assistance system. You are always in control of the vehicle. Never wait for the system to intervene.
Thanks for your time. We've covered a lot in this video, and we hope you found it helpful in increasing your awareness of the Bendix Fusion 3.1 system. Finally, it bears repeating, Fusion is a driver assistance system, not a driver replacement system. Bendix safety technologies complement safe driving practices. No commercial vehicle safety technology replaces a skilled, alert driver exercising safe driving techniques and proactive, comprehensive driver training. Never wait for the system to intervene. Responsibility for the safe operation of the vehicle remains with the driver at all times. For complete system information about the features on your truck, please refer to the operator's manual and challenging scenarios document available online at b2bendix.com.